A steady stream had already started to lay flowers after it emerged she had been placed under medical supervision at Balmoral. As senior members of the royal household raced to Scotland, hundreds had started to make their way to her London home and official residence in Berkshire. Last night, as Britain entered a state of bewilderment and shock at the seismic news, those numbers had quickly swelled. Almost all those who made a pilgrimage as rain lashed the wrought iron gates had never met the Queen. But all shared a common purpose, a deep respect for her lifetime of unblemished devotion to duty, and wanted to pay their respects to her extraordinary life. One said, "Whatever your politics or beliefs, one certainty in British life for decades has been the beneficent existence of the Queen. Most of us have never known any other reality. That is why you feel the news in your gut, because she stands for something so much more than herself." In a poignant natural phenomenon, a double rainbow appeared outside Buckingham Palace shortly after the news was made public. One was also spotted above Windsor Castle, where she spent most of lockdown and where her husband Philip is buried. One tearful mourner remarked, "A lovely rainbow," before breaking down. Another sobbed as she spoke into her phone. A woman laid the first bouquet just after 5 p.m. and the crowd outside steadily grew until Buckingham Palace released a short statement 90 minutes later. As the Daily Express went to press last night, several thousand had congregated. Those numbers will rapidly multiply today as the sheer enormity of one of the most significant events of the 21st century hits home. Christine Evans, 68, from Shropshire, said the Queen was a wonderful leader. Speaking outside Buckingham Palace, she added, "I'm proud to be here and to see all this support, and how loved the Queen is by all these people. She will be sorely missed by us all." Ms. Evans hoped the royal family could be brought closer together in the aftermath of her death, saying, "Obviously it's a very sad occasion, but sometimes it brings people together and family have got to stay together." Also outside the palace, Peter Barnes, 31, said, "The Queen means so much to so many people, not just here in the UK but around the globe. The world has lost a bastion of stability and dignity, putting country and duty above all else." The crowds broke out into an impromptu rendition of "God Save the Queen," with many visibly shaken and in tears as the royal standard was lowered to half-mast. Flags on landmark buildings across Britain and the Commonwealth were also lowered as a mark of respect. Royal superfan John Lockery, 67, wept outside the palace as he came to terms with the news, making his way there to pay tribute to the inspirational Queen whose duty always came first. He said, "I met the Queen twice. I gave flowers to her. I can't believe it. She was inspirational. She served her duty. Her duty always came first, her family next. She went downhill after the Duke of Edinburgh died. They were like two swans. God save the Queen." Mr. Lockery, also known for his devotion to Princess Diana, said he would be camping at the palace for 10 days as a mark of respect before lighting a candle for her at Westminster Abbey, the venue for her marriage to Philip in 1947 and where he pledged to be her liege man of life and limb at her coronation 70 years ago. The Queen's extraordinary reign spanned 16 British Prime Ministers and 14 US Presidents. There are just a few people alive who can recall a time before she was born on April 21, 1926. Prince Charles, heir to the throne since he was 3, is now King Charles III and will be officially proclaimed so at St. James Palace. Sporting events. The BBC proms and strikes were among events postponed or called off yesterday. The second day of the England Test match and the flagship event of golf's European Tour were cancelled. And this weekend's Premier League fixtures are in doubt, although the final decision lies with league bosses. Events set to take place on the day of the funeral will be cancelled. Rail strikes due on September 15 and 17 have been called off, and a strike by Royal Mail workers for today has also been suspended. The BBC proms have been cancelled and the Mercury Prize Music Awards show planned for last night was also pulled. Theatres will be dimming their lights and observing a minute's silence, playing the national anthem and opening books of condolence. Related articles: Kate rushes to pick up George, Charlotte and Louis from School Queen's poignant last moments with Charles and Anne by her side, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. Sussex kids could have new styles, Queen death. Reporters emotionally blindsided by news. Andrew looks set to take on Queen's beloved dogs after Monarch's death.